Hi, my name is Carol Gray, and I'm running for the Oliver Smith Elector position. I've been the Oliver Smith Elector from Amherst for the past few years, and I hope you'll consider electing me for another term. I wanted to start by telling you what the Oliver Smith elector position is, because it's new to a lot of people. Oliver Smith was a person who was a wealthy farmer who lived in the 1800s, and he died in 1845, leaving an extraordinary will. And the will set up a trust for $400,000, and it was designated to give charitable stipends, grants to people who Oliver Smith felt needed money. And so, what the Oliver Smith electors do, there are electors from 9 different towns, including Amherst. And what we do is we oversee the distribution of these grants. So, one of the main things I'd like to do today is urge you to apply. I think there's a lot of people in Amherst who might qualify for these grants, and yet they don't know about them. So, I hope that you either may qualify or might know someone who might qualify and could help spread the word. So, here's who qualifies. If you are a bride who has been married for the first time and you're born in Amherst and you apply within 90 days of your wedding, you can get $100. Another category is widows. If you were married and your spouse died and you have children under the age of 18, you can get $300 for the first child and $100 for each additional child up until they age out of the children range. And this is a great opportunity for people. And we really hope that you can, if you know people who will qualify for this, call them up and tell them, urge them to apply. Also, nursing students and tradespeople. So nursing students would have to enroll to apply for this grant before their 21st birthday. And then after they complete their nursing studies, they can get $600. Tradespeople apprentices between the ages of 19 and 21, also eligible for the $600 stipend, which is paid at age 22. Now, how do you apply for these? Well, it's very simple. You go to the website, that's the link that's listed at the bottom of the screen, and you click on that, and it will pull you up the applications for each of these four categories, and you just print it out, fill out the application, and you can either bring it to the Amherst Town Clerk's office or you can mail it to the address that's listed in the application, which is the Smith Charities building, which is in Northampton. And you might not even realize that this building is one that you've probably walked by many times before. Here's a picture of it. It's right there on the main strip in downtown Northampton. And here's another close-up picture of the building itself. It's a historic building, and right now it's being renovated with the help of CPA, Community Preservation Act funds. So you might see the sign outside that looks like this. And that building is where the electors from each of the 9 towns meet once a year for an annual meeting. And then after you've served for a number of years, there are 3 trustees that meet monthly to oversee the distribution of the grants and also to oversee mortgages. Because another thing that the Oliver Smith Charities do is that they sponsor, or they're kind of like a bank. They oversee mortgages for a certain number of homes, and that's part of how they have money to fund these grants. I hope you found it interesting to learn more about the Oliver Smith Charities. There's a very rich history also in terms of Oliver Smith's will. There was a big trial because his heirs contested this will and tried to say that the people who were witnesses of the will were not mentally competent, and Daniel Webster actually represented Oliver Smith's estate to enforce the terms of the will and succeeded. Anyway, it's a fascinating story. I'll tell you a little bit about myself since I am running for this position. I'm an attorney, although a former public defender, but now I'm in graduate school. I'm doing a doctoral degree in political science at University of Connecticut. And I am a mom. I have a 16-year-old who plays soccer and is involved with theater, and our family lives in South Amherst. And I'm happy to talk to you about any of these things. You can feel free to call me. My phone number is 413-297-1075, or you can email me at carolgray, CAROLGRAY _2000 at yahoo.com. And I'd be happy to talk to you more about any of these things. And if you think that you might qualify for one of these grants and you want to talk more about it, please call me. I'd really love to see us get the word out. I've been trying as an elector to publicize this, sent notices to the newspapers, and contacted the ministers of all the churches in the area, and sent a notice to the funeral home in the area to try to reach out to widows. But we need your help. So the best way is to get people talking about this. So I hope that you will spread the word and help us get more people applying from Amherst so we can get these grants to people who really need them. Thank you for listening. And if you decide to vote for me, I thank you for that as well. And thanks for listening. Don't forget to vote on November 2nd. Thank you. Bye-bye.